Kenya. The name is almost synonymous with the word safari. Perhaps no other place on the planet invokes such a spirit of adventure. The diversity of things to do dazzles all who visit, and viewing the country's abundant wildlife tops the list. See throngs of wildebeest thundering across the savannah during the Great Migration in the Masai Mara, come eye to eye with an elephant in Amboseli, or marvel at Lake Nakuru, flecked with thousands of flamingos. This week on Elimu Nguvu, we go on a safari with Pumba Elite Safaris at Lake Nakuru National Park as we learn about the rich diversity of wildlife that is found at this park. Lake Nakuru National Park in central Kenya is famous for its huge flocks of pink flamingos. The birds throng on Lake Nakuru itself, one of the Rift Valley soda lakes that comprises almost a third of the park's area. The park was established in 1961 and more than 450 species of birds have been recorded here. Lions, leopards, warthogs, waterbucks, impalas, zebras, the African buffalo, rhinos, and giraffes are just some of the animals you might be lucky enough to see. You also get to enjoy landscapes ranging from the sweeping grasslands bordering the lake to rocky cliffs and woodland. Now that we know what to expect, let us start our safari. Impalas are by far one of the most jumpy creatures on the African savanna. According to the National Geographic, impalas can leap up to 10 feet in the air and travel as far as 33 feet in a single bound, which for an animal with an average height of 3 feet and a length of around 4 feet is a considerable distance. They use this technique to escape predators and sometimes apparently just to amuse themselves. However, running as fast as possible isn't the best move for impalas hoping to evade a predator. The best tactic is actually to move unpredictably. Impalas also have the ability to recognize warning cries from zebras and wildebeests when a predator is close. Pretty interesting, right? Let us move on to our next attraction. A pest to ranchers and a temperamental tank to anything that bothers it, the African buffalo roams by the thousands in sub-Saharan Africa. Cape buffalo, one of the 4 distinct subspecies of the African buffalo, are the most common. They are distinguished by coloring, size, and even horn shape. There is also the forest buffalo, the West Africa savanna buffalo, and the Central Africa savanna buffalo. Buffaloes are considered one of the big five, a term grouping them with leopards, rhinoceros, elephants, and lions as the most dangerous animals to hunt in Africa. Hunting websites refer to the buffalo as Black Death for its dangerous personality. They are known to be grumpy and unpredictable, and they can run up to 37 miles per hour. Because of this, they are considered prized trophies by big game hunters. Typically, buffaloes spend most of the year in herds of anywhere between 50 and 500.
So the ones that live in small groups of 3 to 1, they are the most dangerous buffaloes. And of all animals in Africa, when on foot, the most dangerous animal is a buffalo. We say the biggest human killer animal in Africa is a hippo, but the most dangerous animal is a buffalo. And the reason is because when you're on foot, you're walking, you're doing a hike, a buffalo can sense you from quite far. They can get to notice you from 200 meters by smelling. Their sense of smell is very acute, by hearing, by sight, and they don't show off, they lay ambush. So you're there with your friend, talking, walking, they will toss you like a ball and jump on you and just kill you for fun, because they're vegetarian, not to eat you, yeah?
But you just...
I mean, no, of course they will kill you. They will kill you because you're intruding to their territory, so they want to keep you off. But yeah, they are
walk around.
You have to be very careful. You have to comb the area. I mean, in terms of clearing the area by sight, you must make sure you are safe. It's good to take walks with an armed ranger, just in case of anything, to save yourself. Otherwise, you also need to have your tree climbing shoes, because anytime you can go up a tree.
On to another member of the Big Five, the rhinoceros. Here is all you need to know about these giant horn-bearing herbivores. What are we seeing?
Okay, it's really interesting. There's a small pumba there, so it looks like, tell me, Purity, take these binoculars straight on. You see on the right of this dead tree, some animals lying down there, huge animals. Tell me what you can see. One is standing actually.
Yes, it's actually, looks like it's a dark gray.
What is that? Which animal is that?
Either a buffalo or a rhino.
Those are rhinos.
Okay.
Because actually one has been wallowing in mud, that's why it's appearing blackish like a buffalo, but it's meant to be a rhino. So those are 4 rhinos, and they are white rhinos. And I can tell you outright they are white rhinos because white rhinos only hang out in the open and in groups. Unlike black rhinoceros, they are solitary, they only live singly, one. So we have got 5 types of rhinos in the world. We have 3 types or 3 species living in Asia. Javan, Sumatran, and Indian, they live in Asia.
Yes.
In Africa, we have got 2 types, the black rhino and white rhino. The one we see here is white rhino. But the name has absolutely nothing to do with color. When the white people came to visit South Africa, the first travelers, and they saw the rhino, they asked, which animal is that, when they saw a white rhino? And the local people, speaking the Afrikaners, which is like a mix with, Dutch, they say that's a wide-mouthed rhino. Because white rhinos, they really have a wide mouth to graze. And to say wide in Dutch or in Afrikaans is white.
White.
W-I-T-E. So they say white rhino, white mouth rhino, white. So they corrupted it to white rhino. And because there's now the other type, they said, oh, now to differentiate this and the other one, let's call it black then. So it's basically corruption. It has nothing to do with the color. Both white rhino and black rhinos, they have got dark gray in color.
Okay.
However, they are two different species. They can never mate to have an offspring or to breed. And one important thing to note is that the gestation period for white rhinos is 16 months. Black rhinos is 15 months, so there's no way they could, mate together and breed. However, they have got a couple of differences, and one is what I just mentioned. White rhinos are very shy. Like now we have white rhinos here, but they are somewhere in the bush and hiding. And black rhinos. White rhinos are in the open and they'll hang out in herds. You can see there's a herd of 4. It could be even more, 10. If you go to sanctuaries like Olpajeta with huge populations, you can even find 10 together or 20 together. Like in Solio, some times ago, I saw about 20 together. So big. They, hang out in big groups. The other difference is now the mouth. White rhino is a grazer. They eat grass only. So this adaptation of this wide mouth is only to graze. They eat grass. Black rhinos, in fact, the upper lip is prehensile, like a beak of a chicken. It's prehensile to, to holding the twigs and the bush and the forbs, because they eat only the bush, the shrubs, not grass. They basically don't graze. So black rhinos, we say they are browsers. If you see them bedding down, they are actually not going for the grass. They are going for the small herbs, the small forbs, the small shrubs. That's what they go for, but not grass. So they are browsers, while white rhinos are grazers. They also have so many differences, even in weight. White rhinos can go up to 3 tons. Black rhinos can go up to 1.6 or 1,600 kilos on average. So black rhinos are smaller. Hence, even when running, the difference, black rhinos can gallop up to 55 kilometers per hour. That's quite fast. Yeah. These guys, although they are lazy, you can never outrun them. Because
should we try? We can't try that.
The fastest man, I think he's doing 29 kilometers per hour. So you cannot do this, don't even dare. They do 40 kilometers an hour, so that's quite enough, fast enough for you to outrun them. Also very interesting, because the white rhinos live in the open. When they are walking, the baby of a white rhino tends to stay in front. The mother keeps the baby in front because it's all open. Mama can see what is happening and the baby can lead. Black rhinos, because they live in the bush, in the forest, the mother is the one who leads, so that she can sniff and smell where the hyenas are or where the predator would be. So that's one of the differences. Anyway, let's talk about black rhinos. In 1960s, we had about when poaching was in its highest, we had about 65,000 black rhinos in Africa. 65,000. Today, you cannot believe it. It's a shame. We have less than 3,000 in the whole continent. From 65? From 65,000. The whole continent, from, the whole of Africa. In fact, I checked the database some times ago. There are 2,450 there. 2,450, something like that. Less than 3,000. Where did they go to? Poaching. A rhino is killed and poached because of its precious horn to the Chinese, who believe that they can make medicine, which I call stupid medicine, from the rhino horn. Yeah. I'll call it stupid medicine because it's not proved by any person. It's not proved by any scientist. It's actually a TCM, a traditional Chinese medicine. And you know the purpose? It's like Viagra, it's to make men strong. Yeah. Something which is not even proved by any
It's not
scientists.
fair.
It's not fair at all. Rhino horn is made up of keratin, the same material that makes your beautiful hair, the same material that makes my nail. This keratin is what makes the rhino horn. So they will take it and shape and make tablets or make syrups and take a traditional thing, believing that, I don't know why they want to be strong. I just don't understand why. But that is one of the major reasons. Before we used to have the Arabs or the Yemen people using rhino horn to make a dagger handle. You know, a dagger, like a knife?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I have a small knife here, just to show you. Like the handle made of rhino. So stupid to kill this animal because of a dagger handle.
Poaching is the greatest threat facing African rhinos today. We take a short break, but when we come back, we learn about the measures being put in place to curb poaching. Don't go anywhere.